Faith has a new frequency. The Spirit of Huntsville. KHSPLP, Huntsville, Texas. Spirit 94.3.
I like this new intro music. I feel like we're on a network news that only goes about 15 feet outside of the studio. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome in, everybody. 7:39 and feeling fine here on a wonderful Wednesday. I want to thank all of you for being with us as we get rolling here. A beautiful new day and a great day to celebrate all things good here in Huntsville, Texas. Hey, we got a special guest hanging out this morning with us. I asked him if I got it right because here in East Texas, sometimes we talk a little bit like this. And when we try to say things like Delgado, but it's Delgado.
Good morning.
Brian Delgado. Welcome,
you pronounced it good. Yeah.
Delgado. Josh, can you say it like Josh is pretty good at pronunciation. What do you got for us, Josh, this morning?
Brian Morales Delgado.
Oh, he tried to take it. I like the R's. It's like Brian Morales
Delgado.
Morales
Delgado.
That's it, man. My dad grew up in the valley, deep South Texas, man. My dad could speak Spanish better than most.
That's impressive.
And I'll never forget our neighbor one time growing up. They didn't know that my dad knew Spanish. And so, and I even I confronted him about this at my dad's funeral because they were good family friends. I said, Mr. Hernandez, you don't remember this, but one time when y'all first met my dad told me a story that y'all were saying some not so nice things about my dad, and my dad was laughing when he's like ha ha ha, pretending like he didn't know. And then my dad starts speaking Spanish back to y'all. And he said that you said, "Oh, Charlie, we were joking." And it's one of my favorite stories of my dad. I miss my dad. I lost my dad in 2024, man. But I remember distinctively he turned red in the face when he told me that. He goes, "I know that they were joking, but he goes, man, they were saying a bunch of stuff and they didn't think I knew a lick of Spanish and I got them." Mm-hmm. And my dad was, I'll tell you, man, my dad was a very smart person, and he said words that I didn't even know existed. His vocabulary was so extensive, and if you would have ever seen my dad or knew him, you wouldn't have thought that about him. But he would talk, and all of a sudden, he would use words like when I was younger, he would say, you know, if you wanted, and this is a common word now that I'm older, but I mean, you know, as a young kid, like 4th, 5th grade, my dad would say words like exacerbated. He's like, don't exacerbate the situation. I'd have to go to the dictionary and look up what my dad was talking about. Exacerbate means that you escalate it, you make it more than what it is. And so he would use words, Brian Morales Delgado, that I had no idea what they meant. So, Brian, let me just start, man. You know, I walked in this morning and I saw you. I was like, who is this guy and what are you doing here? No, I'm just kidding, man. That's hilarious. But let the people know who you are and what you are doing here, man.
Hello, my name is Brian Morales Delgado.
You said that really East Texas-y, man. See, Josh and I are over here trying to like make it, and then he just, it's Brian Morales Delgado. Just totally went off on what we were saying, man.
I don't know. I just say it like that.
Brian Morales Delgado.
Yeah.
Brian Morales Delgado.
No, but tell us a little bit about you, man.
Yeah, so I'm a college student here at Huntsville High School.
High School?
I mean, Huntsville. I would say Houston. Oh, my goodness. It's too
early. This is going to be great to clip this later, Josh.
I'm a college student at Sam Houston State University.
Makes sense if you're a college student thinking you're still in high school. It's perfect.
Yeah, I'm going into my junior year. I've lived here for quite a bit of time.
Did you go to Huntsville High School?
Mm-hmm. I finished up well, it's because of COVID. I was doing like online classes, and then I came in here and did person.
Okay.
Because on the northeast, south, west, it was like still computer classes until like the sophomore year.
I'm glad that you did the northeast, southwest, but I thought you were going to say never eat soggy watermelon.
Never eat soggy waffles. I always just say never eat soggy waffles.
Okay.
But yeah, I came in here my sophomore year and then graduated here and then just came to college here for some reason.
Now, where did you move from originally? Your family? Where are y'all from originally, man?
Yeah, we're from what's it called? Like Central, like California.
Ah, okay. Central Cali.
Yeah.
Cool, man. How old were you when y'all moved here?
Oof, like 14, 15.
So you remember Cali pretty well then?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like half my life, basically.
Wow. So what do you think of like the East Texas compared to what's up, bro?
I think it's like very beautiful. I just like hate like the ocean here. Like I don't like how it's like very brown, but like everything besides the ocean here is so beautiful. Like the trees, the land.
What about South Padre?
South Padre?
Never even been.
I've been there.
That's the bluest beach ever.
No, it's like not that good.
What?
No.
It's a blue.
No, let him keep doing this because this is why people whenever we hear California in this area, they're like, keep it up, Brian. Go ahead. keep going. Go ahead. Keep
You're
bashing.
the reason why we hate Californians.
keep bashing it. Go ahead. Go on.
But it's just the ocean,
All right. So, Josh, hit the negative sounder real quick because this is yeah, this is a positive show, Brian. Okay, and I'm gonna just let you know something, young man. When you come on this show, number one, you don't knock Texas beaches. Okay. All right. Number two, when you come on I forgot to screen you on this, Brian. When you come on the show, you go, man, this is the best place I've ever been in my life. I can't believe it. This is so much better than anywhere I've ever been. Okay.
Go on.
All right. You want to try real quick?
Okay.
So let's pretend. Everyone, Brian Morales Delgado joining us this morning. Brian from California, but here in Texas. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, everyone. I can't believe I'm in the best state ever, in the best studio ever. Also, I just love the ocean here. It's so not brown, but beautiful. In this beautiful state,
Hey,
I was blessed with.
And this show, guess what? It's better than Joe Rogan's show.
Joe Rogan's.
Oh, Joe Rogan's.
I was like, who's Joe Rogan?
Oh, anyway, I'm just joking. Brian's a great young man. I want to chat with Brian here in a little bit more. Time now is 7:46. We do want to welcome you and thanks for hanging out with us here on Good Morning Huntsville. Underwriting support for this program is made possible in part by Elliott's Jewelers. You can schedule appointments online at elliotsjewelers.com and also Walker County Federal Credit Union, serving Walker County since 1957. Their website, walkercountyfcu.com. Taylor Chandler will be joining us here in a few moments. Brian Delgado is in the studio with us. We do want to welcome you in on this wonderful Wednesday. Josh Moshi, the Mosh Pit back there in the Mosh Pit running the dials for us. We appreciate all that he does as well. Brian, we do cut up and have fun, man, but there's always something serious to what we do, and I wanted to shift direction real quick, man, and just talk about your love for the Lord, man. It's so refreshing to see so many young people, especially here. And Brian is a member of our church. He's here on Sundays. You and Josh connected through the BSM, I believe, through the Baptist Student Ministries there on campus at Sam Houston State. But, man, maybe if you're comfortable doing so, I know we didn't talk before. I've known you for a long time, but we didn't talk about you were just sitting over there, and I said, hey, hop on with me this morning. But maybe share a little bit of just your journey to the Lord, man. Are you comfortable doing that this morning? I think somebody out there is going to just be blessed tremendously by you sharing your story as a young man.
Yeah, for sure. It doesn't matter like how vivid I get or just share
whatever's on your heart, man. Yeah,
okay. Yeah. So I actually grew up Catholic. My parents kind of like forced me to go to church, and it wasn't until elementary school we stopped going, just because of some stuff with the priest. We just stopped going, and from elementary to middle school, like I got hit with depression, anxiety, and there was one point of my life where like I just wanted to take my life because I didn't think like there was anything more. I was like, if I just disappear or if I just like quit, like I'm good. And thankfully I had like my family there. And like I felt alone, even though like my family was there. But after that, I went into my middle school year around 6th or 7th grade. I got peer pressured into smoking weed for the first time, and that was like I'm just looking for friends, and they just peer pressured me to do this, and I didn't stop until like 8th grade, and then COVID hit in 8th or 7th grade, so I stopped like hanging out with friends. I just like lived home, like lived at home. It was like isolation.
Were you're going to school and then just coming home and not doing anything? Was that kind of it?
Yeah, like we wouldn't even go to school anymore. Like it would just be all virtual. Like after
because of the COVID. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so just be like just me and my family in this like house, and I would just like be like on a computer or on the game, and I would just like feel depressed and feel anxiety. And then it wasn't until high school I moved here, and it was my first experience like moving to a new school and being like the new kid, and that was really hard because I had to like try to fit in with people, and I fit in with the wrong crowd again, and I got experience with drugs again, and then it wasn't until my senior year like I started questioning a lot, like what is there out there? Why am I alive? Why? Like why?
You were still having these depressing thoughts and things too, correct?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was still like depressed. I was still anxious. And I was watching things I shouldn't be watching as like that age. It's horrible to be watching also. But it wasn't until my freshman year here where the guy behind the pulpit actually, Josh, he sent me he's like, yo, let's get to the library and read the Bible. And I was like, for sure, why not?
And this was in high school?
This was in college, my first year.
Okay, your freshman year, okay.
Yeah, so he's like, let's go to the library and read the Bible. I was like, sure.
I don't mean to keep interrupting you, but I want to pause for a minute. I don't want to gloss over this part. So how did you and Josh meet? Did he just randomly come up to you? Were you engaged in a class? I mean, how did this connection happen?
Yeah, so we met in Huntsville High School, I think my junior year.
Yeah, senior year.
Oh, senior year. Yeah, we had 2 classes or 1 class together, and I just met him there. And he came in too, so he was very new to the school. But we met through like Huntsville High School. And going back to my freshman year here at Sam Houston, we started like reading about Moses and just started reading about like him delivering people and just God at work. And then we started like fixating like the question on me. And he read to me Romans 10:9. If you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God rose him from the dead, you will be saved. And at that moment, like I knew I was like messed up. I knew I was a sinner. And I knew like I was in need of something, and I felt God's presence and I felt God's love for the first time. And I was looking for love too, like so much. And like, I could never find it. I could never find something that would satisfy me as much as what God presented himself to me that day. Wasn't it? That day I accepted Christ. It was August 23rd, 2024. And I was like, I need this, and I want whatever this offers. Because I knew like this was better than what I was living in. So that's how I came to Christ, for sure.
And, you know, I know it hasn't been easy. Pastor Jason here at first always says, you know, when we accept the Lord, it's not all roses and things aren't. In fact, things get more difficult sometimes because the enemy is so real. Sin is real. We can't talk about all of the joys of the Lord without mentioning sin. That's why he came and died, as you know. And I think it's just a powerful testimony, Brian. I've known you for a long time, man, and I've never sat down with you to share your testimony, and I'm so thankful that you shared it here on this platform that reaches so many people, because I think I know there are people out there, younger people, even older people, who maybe there's something tugging at their heart. What would you say to that person this morning that has maybe been putting off a decision to follow Christ? What would be that one thing that you would tell that person this morning?
I would say life is extremely hard, especially when we're in a generation where we're constantly like attacked in social media, and we focus on our image and we focus on so much things. But I want to say like God made you in His image. He made you in His likeness, and He made you for a reason. And I think like every day that you continue to live, there's a reason why you're alive, and that life is so much better with living it with the Creator and constantly being able to talk to the person who created you. And it's even amazing to know that the creator humbled himself and died for us. And he became flesh and he died for us so that we could have this life. And it's so beautiful to know that when we die, we get to spend eternity with him. So I would say to the person that's struggling on making a decision or even thinking about it, I would say to see like there's a person, there's a God that humbled himself, there's a God that loves you, and there's a God who is always there. And I would say to really just pray and think about your life and see how the Lord has been working in it, because he truly is still and always will be working in your life.
I think it's awesome, man, because here's a young man, Brian, joining us this morning, who was seeking the world for that joy and was at a breaking point. And that's tough, especially as a young person, man. I can't say that I know 100%, but I know a little bit. I've been in that situation before, and but everybody's story is unique and everybody's story is important. But you found joy in the Lord. And I was reading something yesterday. I've been doing this evangelism kind of study, and it's really neat. A good friend of ours here, Drew Long, turned me on to this book, and it's neat because I've never realized the joy that we experience evangelizing. And when we share the good news of Christ, and if you do it from a perspective of loving others, which sometimes people do it from a perspective of not loving others, and that's what scares people away from the church. But man, if you just love people, maybe for a minute, Josh isn't going to like this, but I think it's important because I want somebody out there to know the importance of the seeds that we plant. And again, Josh, and he's not going to take this as me elevating him, but I think it's important for others to know what you saw in Josh that motivated you to ultimately make that decision. Again, not for Josh, and I know that he's not going to take credit for this, but I want you to share that because I want people to understand how seeds are planted. Maybe somebody's questioning that. What was it that you saw in Josh, or something that he did or that he said that did something?
Yeah, I would say if you really look at people, I observe people. I used to observe people a lot, and I used to like judge them on what they're wearing or just like the way they are. And if you look at people that are living in the world, you could realize like they're pretty like different. Like they're different from like a believer. And I remember when I met Josh, like he was like very different. Like he came to the U.S. and like he's very different. Like he's outgoing, he's happy. And then when we sat down and talked at that library, it was like he's just like a different person. Like I don't even know who this guy is. And it was like amazing because I felt his love, because I started crying too. And if I'm gonna be honest, I never cried in front of a person until that day. And I was crying. And
did you feel joy in the midst of that crying? Like, did you feel this weight being lifted off of your shoulders?
Yeah, I just felt like weight being lifted, like love. But I was crying, and like Josh, like I was expecting him to be like, "Yo, could you stop crying?" or something like that.
But we don't cry in Lebanon. Cut it out.
But he was like, no, like he was like giving me, like helping me, or like I don't know the word for like he was just helping me because I was crying, and this is my first time crying in front of someone. And instead of like being, yo, like stop crying, he was loving, and he was patient with me. And I think like that was something I saw. Like I saw a difference from this person than every other person I've seen in high school or in middle school.
I want that to be encouragement for somebody today, because especially for a guy and for a man, it takes a lot to admit that you shed a tear. My dad had a lot of battles. He suffered from PTSD, from unimaginable things that he dealt with. And so I was saying earlier, I miss my dad so much. But one thing that my dad never, and I never understood a parent who didn't say this. But I have a lot of friends who said, man, well, in fact, one of my friends told me one time, I said, why did your dad always say he loves you? And to me, that wasn't foreign. And even though my dad had battles with alcoholism and many other things, my dad loved the Lord. He had a relationship with the Lord. It was just a disease like any other disease that people get. But one thing that he never shied away from was telling us to have a relationship with Christ and also to love him. And then on top of that, he always said, I love you. My dad would tell me that, Brian, probably 10 times a day. And so to me, it wasn't foreign, but to my friends, they'd be like, why did your dad say he loved me? Like, my dad doesn't do that. Mm-hmm. And I think maybe this morning it's even a message to men out there to don't be afraid to tell your son, your daughter. Don't think that it's less masculine to tell your family that you love them. Don't think that it's less masculine to shed a tear. Man, I'm telling you, there is power when the Holy Spirit moves. And when the Holy Spirit moves in a way that brings joy into your life, you just let him work. Mm-hmm. That's when the tears flow. And I've had that happen before on several occasions, and it's unexplainable. And the times that I've tried to hold that back, I felt like I was holding back the joy that Christ wanted me to receive. Does that kind of make sense? Mm-hmm. And so this morning, guys, realize it's okay to shed a tear. Realize it's okay to tell your children that you love them. And maybe you are a child that the parent doesn't tell you that. The most important love that you can ever receive is that from Christ. And I know sometimes it's hard to grasp that concept because we think, man, well, we can't physically wrap our arms around our Savior. We can't physically say, Lord, come in here and see him. But if you look around, you see him everywhere. And you have to start to transform your mind to realize what God's word says and ask and pray and say, Lord, reveal to it, which is what I need to see. Show it to me. And I'm telling you, he will in the smallest of things. In fact, on this show, just a couple of weeks ago, we have a gospel show, Brian, on here with Chaplain Billy Holmes. Last month, it's incredible that you're talking about this because last month was National Mental Health Awareness Month. And it's amazing that you're talking about this and the struggles that you had as a young person. And people of all ages have that. I've had it. I mean, and there's still bouts of it that I do have. We're going to have our friend Pam Fowler on here in a moment talking about health and cool brain things. So you want to stay tuned. But there is nothing wrong with showing love to others, to tell them that you love them. But you got to realize first and foremost, the ultimate love comes from Christ. And you start to see that. And as I mentioned earlier, we had the show a couple of weeks ago with Chaplain Holmes, National Mental Health Awareness Month. Sometimes, we sit at this table, Brian, and we're like, what are we doing? Are we just talking? But you never know what is going to land on somebody's ear if you're intentional about what you're doing. And he brought on a lady who had lost her dad when she was 8 years old. Her dad had taken his own life. And Chaplain asked her, he said, ma'am, what would you say to that person that's thinking about taking their own life? And she said 2 words. She said, just stay. Just stay. She says, you think that you're showing love because you're breaking away, and you're really not. You're actually hurting those around you more because your life is valued. Even though you feel like it's not, it's so incredibly valued. She said, so just stay. Well, brother, 10 minutes later, we get a text message from somebody that said, that testimony tonight has caused me to just stay. Mm. And I'm going to tell you, all of a sudden, things in this room got heavy and real that they have never been as real as that moment. Not saying that they're not real, but in that moment, it was the realest of real. I'm thinking of these guys out of Bartlett, Texas, these old rappers I used to do a website for. It's called Realer Than Real record. It was realer than real. That moment, that woman's testimony very well may have saved somebody's life. And this is serious stuff, people. We get on here and we talk and we cut up and we have fun, but there's a moment when things are extremely serious. And I believe today that your message could have saved somebody's life. And if not in the physical form here on this earth, eternally somebody's life is going to be saved today through what you shared, Brian. So it's good stuff, man. So thank you for sharing that, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And I want to encourage others, just as Brian, don't hold back from what's on your heart. It's so important that we do pause and we do share and we reflect on the things in our life. And it doesn't mean that you have to go over every single detail. There's some things in our life that's just for somebody else, or maybe it's just for your inner circle. I'm not saying that you got to hold back every single thing, but there are some things, my wife and I may talk about that I'm not going to get in here on this show and talk about. Well, hey, Brian, guess what, man? I got to tell you. No, you don't do that. Maybe makes for good radio and high ratings, but morale does not. It doesn't. It's not a good thing. Josh started to share a story. I said, Josh, stop. Don't. No, I'm just kidding. He's never done that. But don't hold back. and connect with those people in your inner circle. So, well, before we break, we're going to have Pam on in just a few moments. We're gonna talk about some really great stuff. But before we have Pam on, maybe any final thoughts from you this morning, Brian?
I don't know why you were speaking. I just love how I just love listening to people and love just seeing the Lord work and just seeing how the Lord can change someone's life so dramatically because He has changed me. He has changed so many people that I've come across, and He continues to move. So I would say like there's a God who cares so much for us, and there's a God who offers so much too, and it's so beautiful. And sometimes like we can't even grasp how beautiful and how amazing our God is, because He's like so out of like this world, and He is so sovereign. So I would say like to continue to just seek after this love, continue to search. I think like the Lord is always there for sure.
Yeah. Well, Brian, thank you, man. I had no idea when I came in this morning that I knew you were going to be here, but I had no idea that I just felt a tug to say, let's get Brian on in this first segment. And I think it was incredibly powerful. So thank you for what you're doing, man. And we'll have you back on again to talk about what your future plans are, because we didn't get into that. So we're going to save that. We're going to tease for next time when Brian comes back.
Yes, sir.
We're going to talk about where he's headed and what he's doing. Some mission work in there that's really cool. So,
Amen.
Brian Morales Delgado. Josh over there trying to outdo us a while ago. So, well, hey, we are going to take a break. For those of you on radio, we are going to switch over to being on our social media. We're on it right now, but I want to encourage you, hop over to our YouTube feed, to our Facebook feed. We have a very special guest that is going to be sharing some important information on brain wellness this morning, making her first appearance on Good Morning Huntsville. She is from Galanoia Brain Wellness, and we want you to be a part of that, to listen to what she has to share. For the rest of you, we'll go back to music and programming. A lot happening here this morning. Taylor Chandler with us as well as we continue promoting and celebrating the good. This is Good Morning Huntsville. We'll see you guys later. Stay with us on social, please.
Are you ready for a better way to bank? Join Walker County Federal Credit Union today. As a member, you'll enjoy low-cost loans, no annual fees, and easy online access. We're not just a credit union. We're a community dedicated to your financial success. Experience friendly service tailored for just you. Why wait? Join us online at walkercountyfcu.com or drop by our location at 1802 Normal Park Drive, Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Education you can trust.
Hey friends, this is Rob Hipp, and I'm here to talk about a true expert in the real estate world. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Terry Coleman of the Coleman Realty Group.
With 33 years in the business, I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams come true. Specializing in residential properties, I serve Walker and Montgomery counties, from Spring to Trinity and areas all around.
They call her your next door agent, and here's why.
I'm not just here to help you find a home or lease a property. I'm here to build lifelong relationships. Whether it's residential or commercial, farm or ranch listings, there's something for everyone.
Now you might wonder, what sets Terry apart from other real estate agents? Well, it's simple. She goes above and beyond for her clients, like the time she surprised a family from California with a fully decorated Christmas tree and gifts when they returned from closing. You shouldn't have to compromise on the joys of home during life-changing moments. So, if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, here's what you need to do.
Visit my website at myrealtorterry.com and let's make those dreams a reality.
That's Terry Coleman, your expert in all things real estate.
I'm Terry Coleman, your next door agent, and I can't wait to help you open the door to your new life.
Hi, this is Braylon. You are listening to Feel Radio. God bless you.
Friends, welcome back at it. It's a time for one moment to excel. And I'm not talking like Excel. No. I'm talking exhale. Exhale with Pam from Gallinoya Brain Wellness. A new segment here on the show that we're going to have once a month. And I know Mondays, we were looking at Mondays, and Mondays were kind of busy for you because you're coming out of Point Blank and you got a lot going on, Pam. And then you said, what about Wednesday?
And you're like, man, do I have a high-strung friend for you to meet?
I said, do I have the perfect young lady to co-host with us on Wednesday? And so we do want to welcome all of you. Real quick, big thank you to Elliot Herzlich from Elliot's Jewelers. He's online at elliotsjewelers.com for all of your jewelry needs. Go see my great friend, Mr. Elliot Herzlich. And also foundation support for this program. And we couldn't have guests like Pam on if it wasn't for Walker County Federal Credit Union, your full-service community credit union serving Walker County since 1957. But now we want to introduce you formally to our great friend. Yeah, we don't have the... Oh, do we have the drums, Josh? Do we have any type of...
I don't need drums.
We need drums.
We don't,
I drummed.
We don't have it.
We don't have it.
That's okay.
But, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's me.
We're getting pumped.
Yeah, but we do have Pam, the positive bell.
Oh, there we go.
As we welcome in Pam Fowler again, Gallinoya Brain Wellness. I was just talking, and we'll dig in. We got a lot to dig into today.
Yes.
But before we dig in and talk about what you do,
Yes.
Who is you?
Who is you? See,
Who is me?
This is
and
why I
that's
like
where it
Taylor.
all starts. I love it.
Yeah,
I
let
love
us
it.
know a little bit about you, Miss Pam.
First, we're going to take that moment to exhale.
Okay.
So you just take an inhale in your nose for a count of 2, and an exhale through your mouth for a count of 4. And if you feel that sensation at the end of that exhale, that's your nervous system, your vagus nerve, doing a tiny bit of reset.
I'm not going to lie. I literally just felt some calmness.
Yeah.
Your shoulders just relaxed.
Did you see that?
Bit. I did.
And what we want is that type of reset to carry through whatever it is we're doing. Mm-hmm. The talk show, okay? Me,
Okay.
yes.
You're breathing through it, okay.
Right? Whatever's going on in your life, right? Maybe going to sleep at night. And the problem is it doesn't. Because our nervous system is so wired that we'll do that calming and it immediately goes back to what it was.
Well, it's like a muscle, right? So you've got to practice it. And
You got to practice it, but I can help. And that's where
Okay.
this story comes in. So,
Yeah,
because
well,
you guys don't know me.
Yeah, tell us about
I'm
you.
going to start way back. So I'm Pam Fowler. I'm a retired nurse. I was a nurse for 20 years here in the States. And then my husband and I, we moved overseas. And I couldn't learn languages.
Okay.
So I was like, Netherlands for 5 years, Germany for 5 years, possibly Russia, Norway. I'm like, I can't learn all these different languages well enough to be a nurse in all these different countries. I'm sorry, my brain doesn't work that way, right? So I switched over to teaching. And so I was an international teacher. I just taught at the different international schools while we moved around.
That's funny. That's where my dad graduated from, an international school.
Oh, yeah? Do you know where?
Singapore.
In Singapore. Oh, yeah. They've got great ones there. So anyway, about a year and a half ago, my husband's company, it was a German company. It got sold to a British company, and his position went away. Oof. And we had to move back to the States, and we weren't ready. We knew eventually we would be back here and retire. I've got 3 boys here. I've got grandkids here. You know, we knew this would be our home base. And I started to have panic attacks. I honestly, probably for the first 6 months, I had no idea that is what it was. I literally thought I'm having a heart attack. They would hit random times. You know, I think I was telling you, Rob, at church, I'm singing in church, and all of a sudden the room's dizzy. You know, I feel like I'm going to have a heart attack. I'm telling my husband,
and nothing's happening at that point.
Right.
Nothing's going on.
Nothing's triggering it. So it got to the point where I was afraid. I was afraid to leave the house because I was afraid it would happen while I was out. And the other big thing, and this was the one that really struck me, that I was like, okay, Pam, something's really wrong, is my mother now lives in Georgia, and it was her 90th birthday, and I could not even pack my suitcase. I just started having the panic attacks. And by then, I knew they were panic attacks. By then, I was on medicine, and it wasn't helping. And I'm like, okay, you've been living overseas for 15 years.
Like, why is this now that you're home?
Exactly. Flying is like nothing to you, and now you can't even get to Georgia. Okay, what's going on? So because the medicine wasn't working, because all these little things like breathing, you know, these techniques, I had a bunch of different things that I was doing. Nothing was working. It wasn't helping them go away.
Go touch grass. Or have you, this is my favorite.
Yes.
Did you try just,
don't
worry about it.
Yeah. Go for a walk.
That's my favorite.
Right?
Have you tried just not worrying about it? Oh, thank you. Whoa, life changing.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So you are absolutely right. That's where I was at. Like, shut up, please, people,
Yes.
because none of this is working. So I went to a counselor, and she's down in Conroe, and I actually went to do something called EMDR. It's a rapid eye movement thing, because I thought something is triggering these, and I need to be digging deep because I've got to get over this. And she sat down and looked at me, and she said, yeah, I can do all of that with you, but I'm going to calm your nervous system first.
Luckily, you're a nurse, because if I went in for something and you told me, no, we're going to try something else, I'd be like, no, I've done the Google research. I know what I need.
Yeah, I was like, no, it wasn't that. It was more like, what? You gonna give me a massage here or something? What? You know, calm my nervous system? What on
What
earth
does that
is
mean?
going? Exactly. I had absolutely no clue what she was talking about, what was going on. So of course she explained it to me, and I'll go into that.
At first, you were probably a skeptic of this, saying like,
absolutely.
what is this?
But I was desperate.
Yeah.
I was really, really, really desperate. And in my mind, the treatment that I was seeking from her, the EMDR that would stop the triggers or whatever, that was my goal. I got to get there. So if she's going to make me do this thing first,
all right,
okay, I'll do it, because I need to get there, and I need to get these things over with, whatever this stuff is.
Well, desperation is the biggest thing for change, like big changes.
It is.
People don't make changes until they're desperate.
I know, which is really sad, because you don't have to be desperate for this, is what I found out.
What?
So I love you.
See, I knew Wednesday would be good for you, Pam.
So she sat me down. It's nothing more than putting 5 little leads around the edge of your scalp. It connects to a little amplifier. You feel nothing, so you're sitting there. You hear the little computer go ding, ding, as it sends signal, and you're done. 5 minutes. I was done. So I sat there and looked at her, and she's like, well, how do you feel? And I was like, Well, I guess a little calmer. I really didn't notice anything, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it something that you feel immediately, like the breathing technique that we have that little sensation, or is it like a multiple?
It's different for everybody. And I'll go into that.
Okay.
It's pretty amazing. But the cool thing that happened to me was went to bed that night, and the next morning was the first morning that I woke up without that horrible knot in my stomach that I'd had probably for a year.
Well, you slept.
Yeah. And the anxiety, that anxiety knot, it just released. It just something. And I was like, what? I mean, I was in shock. I was in shock. I literally went out, Jim, I don't have a stomach ache. I don't have a stomach ache.
And he's like, okay, good for you. Love that.
Yeah, he's like, whatever. But
so we're going to Georgia. He's like, we're packing the bags. We're doing the things now.
2 months.
Oh, okay.
But in 2 months, the panic attacks were gone within 2 months. So I would go twice a week and short sessions, 15, 20 minutes, you're done. Bye-bye. But within 2 months, the panic attacks were gone. And it started to have other effects. I went there for the panic attacks, but it started to have a lot of other effects because when you think about it, if your brain's working well, guess what?
Everything else is.
Everything else starts to get into line. So sleep gets better. Just the way you respond. I wasn't as reactive. I wasn't as edgy.
You weren't in survival mode.
Exactly.
Well, one thing that I'm excited about, again, Pam Fowler is joining us this morning from Galanoia Brain Wellness, new business here in Huntsville. She's been open for about 6 months or so now. Would that be about right?
Yeah.
I got to know Pam through the chamber, and I wanted to be very clear with people this morning. When you hear of things like this, you're saying, well, wait a minute. That just doesn't sound like that's going to be something that's going to help me. There's a phrase that someone taught me years ago, you don't know unless you try.
Yeah.
And Pam is here to help people. Pam's a believer. This isn't any sort of weird type deal. And I've seen this. I used to do work for the Austin Neurological. That's a hard word for me to say.
You did it really well, though.
Maybe I'm going to go see Pam, I think Thursday or Friday, we have a booking. And so I wanted to experience this firsthand. But I used to do work for ANC, Austin Neurological Clinic. We were their IT provider. And I saw firsthand how these type of therapies work.
Yeah.
Because as I was working on these systems for people, I was sitting there, Pam, and all of a sudden, it was similar. It wasn't 100% what you do, but it was similar because they were hooking up things and they were measuring things and they were doing things. And I asked somebody, I was like, "What are you doing in there?" Like, and I probably shouldn't. It was like a HIPAA thing, but it was a custom, But I built up a relationship with people, and they said, "Well, I'm receiving brain therapy." I was like, "Brain? What is that?" And they said, "I just go in for these sessions, and I've been doing it for about 3 weeks, and I'm telling you, it's a game changer." And I didn't think anything of it because nobody ever really explained it. And then I meet you, and here we are, fast forward 15 years from when I did that for this company, and I'm like, "Wow, I remember this now."
Yeah.
Well, I feel like somebody says they're going to physical therapy, you don't think twice, but you're like, we're going to go to brain therapy, and people are like, you're going to do what?
Exactly.
Like, what? What?
So I could go a little bit into the science. I don't know. I don't want to get too sciencey on you guys, but okay.
Hit me with it. I love some good science.
Since the 1950s, they've been able to study brain waves. Our brain is electrical. It's electrical and chemical, but there's a big electrical component. And you guys have heard this, your delta waves, your gamma waves, all this kind of stuff. So they've known this, but since the 1950s, they've known this. And they've known what healthy waves look like, and they've known in brains that aren't healthy what those waves look like.
Right.
So since the 1950s, they've been working on ways to help that little unhealthy brain look like the healthy brain, getting those electrical waves to do what a healthy brain needs it to do, have the pattern it needs it to have. So what I do is the evolution of that. Okay. So there have been lots of different techniques. You'll hear of biofeedback. Okay, that's one where they listen and they look and they have to, and they're trying. It's actually you trying to change your brain waves, like we did with the exhale. Okay, and trying to work it and get your brain to neurofeedback. There's lots of different types of neurofeedback. Okay, and you'll see, from TV the big scalp thing with the helmet.
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
like,
thing,
do I have to
and all
shave
kinds
my
of
hair
stuff.
to do this?
No,
Okay.
no,
Because that's going to give me a panic attack.
No. This is the evolution of all of that.
Okay.
It's called microcurrent neurofeedback. So the signal I send is 1/1 millionth of your cell phone. Okay, so it's like holding your cell phone up to your head. 1/1,000,000th of that. That's the signal that I'm sending. I don't do anything with your hair, I promise.
Her hair, your hair gets more messed up on this show wearing the headset, by the way. So, well, Pam, one thing about this is something that you've done yourself, and you've seen the results of this. This is what turned you on to saying, man, I want to bring this to more people. And, you know, we were just talking earlier, last month was Mental Health Awareness Month, and things really do start with your brain.
Yeah.
It does. You know, and the Lord gives us tools and doctors and things. He works through different therapies. He works through doctors to help us. And I think what you're doing is incredible. And we think about mental health, that it is connected to everything with our nervous system. If we're in this area of just beating ourselves up, it affects the rest of our body. You know,
absolutely.
First and foremost, I tell people pray and find joy in the Lord. And then outside of that, all of a sudden you start feeling better, but you have opportunities through a therapy like this to really help with that. So maybe kind of dig into how that translates into our mental health, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. Okay. So if you think of it in terms of your fight or flight, right? You know, your nervous system has fight or flight or rest and digest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fight or flight is awesome, right? Thank God. I thank the Lord for it all the time. Honey, if I were being attacked by a lion, I want my fight or flight working. I want to get the heck out
And
of
then
it.
you got little weirdos over here that are broken a little bit and like are fawn. I'm that weird that I'm just like,
Yes.
I'm just going to do nothing.
Right. No. and there's also another one, freeze.
Yeah.
So
and I'm like, but that's a whole different
generalizing it.
Fight or flight is what I'm going to say normal.
Yeah.
Neurotypical, is that the right word?
No, fawn is very neurotypical too. So don't worry. It's just that the people aren't educated. So
I'm normal. She said it.
How should I say that? It's your system on alert and your system not on alert.
Right.
Okay.
Pam, I got to give you a warning real quick. Don't butter up Taylor too much, okay? Just enough.
She's good. She's asking really good questions. I love her.
Good questions.
Thank you. So the problem is, and this is what I found out through all of this, is that our brain doesn't know the difference between you writing a bad check and a lion attacking you.
Right.
Okay?
Because we've never had a lion attack us.
Well, it's because the brain is always protecting you. So if all of a sudden you are scared or worried, it's going to go into protection mode. All right? That's what your body system is set up for. The problem is there are so many things today that put us there that we end up being on high alert there, and we end up spending much, much more time there than our body was designed for.
And it doesn't have to be what's happening in the present. So many things that have happened in the past, and the
Absolutely.
trauma puts you back there
Absolutely.
unnecessarily.
Absolutely. Absolutely. A memory of a trauma, even. Just thinking about something and you're in fight or flight again. Okay. I know a lot of the listeners can't see this, but I have a plasma
they'll
ball.
see it. Josh can flip the camera
Okay.
to you. Yeah, here. Okay.
Can you see the plasma balls in a good
Yeah,
place?
see right there, Pam. You up in that top right corner is you.
Okay.
So
Okay, but we need the... okay.
well, there you go,
You have
Josh.
to look at this little thing right here.
Okay.
Should I do it on the
Is that
other
like
side?
the Edison ball or something like that?
I don't know. It's a kid's toy.
Close.
It's just for you, Rob.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. This is what we want a healthy brain to look like. All
Okay.
these little lights are signifying the neurons firing electrically, doing what they're supposed to, so you've got your regulated brain waves. Okay.
All right.
This is what happens when we go into fight or flight. Okay. So, do you think the rest of your brain is working great?
No.
No, not at all.
It's
All
trying.
right. It's trying. There's a few little things trying, but it really isn't. So if we're in...
Turn that to you real quick, Pam, while you're talking the mic. Yeah, just kind of turn it towards. There you go.
Sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Now you guys can hear me
Yeah,
better.
there you go.
So if you think of yourself in this state all the time, okay?
It's exhausting.
It is. It's absolutely
That's
exhausting.
me, honestly, even right now.
Yes.
That's
all
how
the
I
time.
feel.
You know, your stomach, your gut's not going to be working right. Okay. You're exhausted, your reactivity, everything is just, nothing works right. So what I do is I send this signal, right? It's like white noise to your brain. And look what it does. And it releases it. So it's actually letting your brain reboot itself. letting your brain reset it. And that's what's different between biofeedback and what I do. Because biofeedback, you're trying, relax, let go.
And then
You're
you can
trying
almost
to
put
train your brain.
yourself into more of a panic by trying to, I know, like whenever I'm trying, like before I had the skills and the resources to help myself calm down.
Right.
Where it's like, oh God, don't forget. And all it's doing is perpetuating the issue because you're overthinking it. Not saying it doesn't work, but I just feel like there's got to be different things for different people because we're not all the same.
Right.
So I'm like, oh my gosh, where has this been all my life?
It's been behind closed doors. And that is the good and the bad thing about it. Okay. This is not new. This has been around for decades. All right. It has been mainly in mental health institutions, in rehab centers, places like this. It's only in the past decade that they have now made it available to practitioners to offer it to the public. And to me, it's a game changer. It's a game changer because when you release that, and your brain starts working better. You talk about mental health issues. For people who are really suffering from trauma, post-traumatic stress syndrome, maybe they're manic, depressive. There's so many things out there. But if they're trying to handle it in this state, as opposed to this state, okay? In this state where their brain is functioning, their nervous system is calmed down, you know what? Now they can think clearer. They can think calmer. They can think through issues. They can make changes in their lives because their nervous system is calmer. They can start doing better things for themselves. And I am a testament to that too, because I have lost 30 pounds. Now,
congratulations.
Thank you. For a 60-year-old woman to lose 30 pounds, that's a flippin' nightmare. No injections, honey. This is just me, okay?
I'm here for it.
See,
right?
I have to pause you real quick because
Yes.
this is the part of the show where I pause our guest.
Yes.
Okay. You just said 60.
Yes.
Here we go again, Taylor.
With the lies.
With the lies of Huntsville. Listen to me.
It's within the.
It's it's positive.
Okay.
We have so many people that come on this show and they say, well, I'm 60 or well, I'm 83.
Specifically 83.
Yes. Specifically Molly, who's listening right now, who's lied about her age.
For years.
You don't look a day over 52.
Thank you.
So I just wanted to say,
Yeah, I would not have
thank you for
guessed, and
lying
that's-
about your age.
I am a brown noser, but I'm not in this situation.
But the truth is, because, postmenopause and all the hormones and everything, it's really difficult for a woman at this stage of her life to lose that much weight, 30 pounds. okay?
Absolutely.
Now, did this treatment make the pounds fall off? No. But what this treatment did is when my nervous system is calmer, okay, I can make better decisions.
Well, your high
My
cortisol
cravings
is going to make you
exactly.
just
My
hungry.
cravings are gone. All right. I'm sleeping better. I'm making better choices. I've been able to stay on track on my eating plan. And that's what's helped me lose the weight is I've been able to stay on track.
Yeah,
okay.
this
So
is good.
to me, it's life changing. And I'm so passionate about it. I'm like, why doesn't every doctor's office have this in the waiting room so that when you come in and you're upset and you're wigged out, they just calm you down. They just calm
Hold
you
on.
down.
Let me shock my brain a little. Or
Yeah.
wave
Wave.
my brain. How would you say that?
I'd say white noise my brain.
How do I white noise my brain?
This
Just
is it.
white noise my brain, reboot my brain because
Okay, that
that's what
sounds
it
a lot
does.
better.
And so that's the other fantastic thing about this is people are like, well, do I have to go to you the rest of my life? No, I'm resetting it. Now, if you've been like this forever, okay, for years, yeah, you're going to go back to this. I'm sorry.
Because it's muscle memory.
It is. But you come twice a week in the beginning, okay? 15 minutes, no biggie. But after a while, your brain likes this more.
Because that's
and it
easier.
stays here longer.
Well,
and
so-
longer and longer.
As somebody who has had a mental health journey, I mean, you're doing 2 times a week in a good therapy session anyway to redo this. Like I was in twice a week for almost 6 months.
Yeah, no, this is like a month. And then we go down to once a week. And then we go down to just a couple times a month and then once a month. And then some people I never see again.
And you love
some
that.
people I'll see in 6 months because they've had a rough couple weeks and they need like a little reboot. No
See,
problem.
Taylor loves this because it's been, what, a year and once a week for an hour and a half. And this show has done nothing for Taylor. So she's like, I'm ready to get off the Good Morning Huntsville therapy and go see Pam. I'm sorry that we haven't been able to help Taylor. It's been a year and about an hour and a half session each week. I'm sorry. I thought we were.
You better hit that bell and flip that script.
I thought we were helping.
Yeah. Womp womp. So I do have kind of a weird question.
Absolutely, go for it.
Okay. So with horses,
Yes.
horses will lick their lips whenever their brain is processing things.
Yes.
Okay. Dogs will yawn.
Yes.
What do people do when their brain starts to reset?
Usually relax. So this is where you were asking if I see the difference as I'm giving the treatment. And this is the truth. Everybody's brain is different.
Right.
Some people, I need a few sessions, okay, because the brain is different. I have to try the signal that I send. I have to readjust it, and it takes a little bit. But some people, I will see it immediately in the chair, and I'm not kidding. They will just... that exhale right there in the chair. And I'll just be like,
There it is.
how are you doing? And they're like, better than when I came in.
And that's
And
the goal.
I'm just like, that's what this is all about. This is awesome. And what's even better is when they go home and then they come back the next time and they start saying family members have noticed a change in them. I'm like, yes. So the positivity of this, the positivity of just calming your nervous system, it has a multitude of effects on you, on your body, on your health, your sleep, everything. But then when you start feeling better and acting better, guess what? The people around you start to also.
And then they start asking, what are you doing? Why are you acting this way?
So I can
That's
give you my
good.
husband's story. He saw the change in me I guess before I go straight into him, June is Men's Health Awareness Month.
Yeah, I wanted to transition into that.
Yes,
yeah,
I
that's
do.
good.
And transitioning into my husband is the perfect way to do this. And the biggest thing with men is they do not show stress the way women do.
I agree with
So
that.
we think they're not stressed. Okay, because their little brains can compartmentalize and put things in boxes better than us women can. We're boohooing and crying and having a tantrum, and they're sitting there.
So I was texting my man friend this morning because I was like, I was stressed out last night, and I was like,
man friend.
my man friend, and I was like, thanks for letting me vent, even though you're going through it too, because I was like, and he's like, I'm really stressed too, and then he's like, I just want to sit for a second, and I was like, you don't want to talk about it? you don't want to talk about your feelings? And he's like, no, sure don't.
As you and I were talking, Pam, one reason that I'm coming to see you tomorrow is I'm not the calm in the storm. And my wife is the calm in the storm.
Yeah.
A lot of times you'll hear the opposite. And I don't mean that in a negative way at all. And when you started telling me about all this, I've been praying, saying, Lord, bring me something. The Lord has the power to heal, but the Lord also provides people in our lives to help us. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you tomorrow because I want to be the calm in the storm for our family.
Yeah.
To have that foundation as men are supposed to, I say supposed to, but we're supposed to be the calm in the storm. Yeah. And I'm telling you, I'm excited about this. And I know you're going to lead into the story about your husband, but I really want men, the reason I paused for a moment, I want men to just pause, to exhale and to pause for a moment and listen to what Pam's about to talk about, because I'm excited about seeing you tomorrow because I need this in my life and I'm looking for answers. And this may be the one that the Lord has finally provided to me.
Unclench your jaws, drop your shoulders, take a breath.
Yeah. And then when it doesn't work, you're back up there, right? Okay. But this is different. This is doing something so different. And the biggest thing is you are absolutely right. Men don't don't feel stress, don't do stress the way women do. So we ignore you guys.
Because you're not loud. Men don't suffer. Most cases are loud.
I mean, some men are a little snippy.
I'm different. I'm super loud, and my wife is tired of me being loud.
Yeah.
Well.
So some men are kind of snippy.
Maybe because I'm loud
but
back.
then we
So I'm
write
like,
it off. We write it off, though, as, oh, that's just them. Oh, he's kind of a loud, snippy guy, right? He's a little bit reactive. That's just
probably
him.
his time.
It's probably that he's doing this, okay?
Yeah, no joke.
Right? And just, so obviously my husband had been through the same amount of stress as me. And he's the one that lost the job. And he's the one that had to pack us up and move us back from Europe. It was a disaster of a year. Everything that...
A Murphy Law year.
Oh, beyond. I mean, so... Now, the fact that my body broke down, I was having a panic attacks. You could physically see that stress, right? You could physically see it. Could you see it in him? No. Okay? He was the same. Well, this is the interesting thing. He really wasn't. He would get sick. Now, he never got sick before in his life. Not really, we would just go to Sugar Land for the weekend. He'd come home and have a fever for 2 days. We'd go to Fort Worth to see the grandkids. He'd come home and have a fever for another couple of days. He had to go to Qatar for business for a week, came home, had a fever for a whole freaking week. Okay. It was not COVID. Okay. We tested him. It was just stress. Stress.
That's so true because I stay sick all the time.
You do.
Exactly.
Seriously.
Okay. I have to tell you. So I had been doing this for a couple of months. All right. I was feeling so much better. I wasn't having my panic attacks. And so I asked the counselor, I said, Jim isn't showing this stress the way I am. Would this work for him? And she's like, absolutely. So I said, all right, you get in there. And I swear to you guys, he did not have a fever again. We started doing these treatments on him. Okay. Now that I'm a practitioner, we can do it on each other. He's actually trained. So he'll give me a session, I'll give him a session, and we keep it going.
And they say romance is dead. Oh, I love it.
I love putting the little leaves
You're like,
on
babe,
his scalp.
I can hear you.
Little romantic time.
Wire me, baby.
Reset me, honey. I love it.
You should see him. He's still a typical guy. And when it goes to get my hair out of the way, he doesn't know what to do. Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, exactly. He's kind of like, I'm like, honey, just let me do it. I'll put my own thing on.
I could just see be like, hey, babe, maybe we reset your brain tonight. Maybe we just stay in and reset your brain.
The thing is, so we are still settling here in the community. Obviously, starting a new business for myself, that's a lot of work. And he's starting his new business, huge amount of stress. So we still are under that umbrella of stress and pressure and trying to get settled here in the States. Living in the States, when we hadn't for 15 years, that's been huge, right? So a lot of stuff is still going on. So I will go to him. I'm like, okay, hon, you got a couple meetings this week. We're going to do a treatment, right? Sunday, right? So that you can have a really good week and you can do really well in those meetings and just feel calm and feel comfortable and everything like that. And the awesome thing is he's been having the meetings. He's been going to Denver. He's been going, and he doesn't come home sick as a dog with a fever. Okay. This has, so once again, when your brain is not working well, the rest of your body, your immune system, right? When your brain's working well, guess what? Immune system works better. Okay. He sleeps better too.
Well, Pam,
huge.
Maybe somebody out there this morning is watching, or maybe they're watching on a replay because all these, of course, are archived and playback anytime on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook. We're on 3 different channels on Facebook as well. All that, by the way, I just have to plug HMH, Huntsville Memorial Hospital. They are our streaming provider that helps make it possible to reach so many people, to share the message of Pam and the support from Walker County Federal as well. Maybe somebody today is saying, you know what, this is connecting with me. Maybe this is the answer that I've been praying about, that I have been seeking. How can they get in touch with you? How does that first session look like? I know people are concerned. The number one thing many people are concerned about is cost. So maybe answer some of those questions as we transition out here in a few moments.
Sure, absolutely. So for me, I want to talk to you. Okay, this is not something that I'm going to let you sign up on the computer and you just show up bling bling at my office. So the first thing is contact. I have phone number. I have a book now for a free video consultation where we can just talk. I want to know what's going on with you, and I want to make sure we're a good fit. Okay, and then from that very first talk, like I say, short, 15 minutes. We just need to have a little conversation. I will plug you into your first session. And I'm going to say right now, my first sessions are complimentary because I want the people who come to feel comfortable. I want them to sit in the chair, feel me put the little leads around their scalp, be comfortable with the situation, know what's going to happen so that they can commit to it.
And it also kind of relieves a little bit of stress of, okay, like, you know, I was very fortunate with insurance. My sessions were still $120 because I'm talking to a professional, where it's like, oh my God, I have to get the most out of this because I'm spending money. And that's
right.
That relieves a little bit of stress
It
too.
does. I hope it does, because my prayer, and this is truly my prayer, because I've been praying for people to come to me who I can help, is that if they're calm enough after that first session, they'll be like, yeah, let's do this. Let's do this for a couple of weeks. Let's give it a shot and see if I can calm my nervous system down. Okay. And so I know the payment's a little bit difficult. No, it's not insured yet.
Okay.
Okay. So it's about the cost of a therapy session. I do try and work the price with I try and bring it down if you buy a package. I try and help people with different payment plans. Some people can pay a little lump sum. Some people pay as you go. Some people, you know.
It's not a one size fits all. It sounds like
It's
you
not.
actually want to help people. Like, your goal is not to make money. I mean, obviously that is a goal.
Yeah.
And nobody's in business to not make money, but
Right.
you want to help people in this community. And that is
I really do.
a
That's
great thing. Can you imagine how many people, how this community would grow if everybody was like not in survival mode all the time?
Yeah. It just, and it's funny because I look at people different now, and I'll look around like the grocery store or whatever. You're like, oh, you need, yeah, you could really use some, you know, just because you can see the stress in people. You can see the stress in people. You can see it in their lives as they're walking around, maybe the way they're having a conversation with somebody, even in the grocery store, what they're throwing in the grocery cart. You know, you're just like, oh yeah, that's stress eating. I get it. I've been there, you know? So it just, as a community, this would be phenomenal to offer it and to help the community as a whole.
So you
start
are
feeling
in
better.
Huntsville.
Yeah, I'm on Lake Road.
Okay.
Yeah, so the white building, I guess it used to be prison office.
Yeah, it's a Huntsville Executive Office Suites now.
Yeah. So they revamped it, refinished it. I've got my own little back door entrance.
Okay.
My own entrance right there. So easy peasy, just come up. And so really, if you log in, and I know they're posting my website, and my website has my phone number, and it has a little book now button where you can book that free video consultation. And that's where we start. Just call me. Let's have a quick talk, and then I'll schedule you in for our first session.
I have lots of questions. I don't know if you
Absolutely.
can tell. So, Galanoia, that's kind of a weird word.
Oh, thank you. I love it. You're so sweet. Nobody ever asked me about
I'm
it.
like,
I love it.
Because it kind of looks like paranoia, and I'm like, it can't be right.
It's Galeen and Eunoia. It's a Greek word. And
So we're saying it wrong.
Yeah. No, you're saying Galanoia. It's the combination of two words.
Ah, okay.
It's the combination of Galeen and Eunoia. And it means tranquil, beautiful mind. Is that not
That's
the
pretty cool.
coolest?
Okay.
See, when you
love
said
the
Eunoia,
name of my
I was thinking of like Taylor was thinking of me like, hey man, you really annoy me. And I was thinking, you annoy me? Eunoia? Do I annoy you? Do I annoy
You
you?
do not annoy me. You could try harder.
Let's put it this way. If you don't want to annoy a lot of people, come see Galanoia.
Oh, I
There we
like
go.
it. There you
I
go.
love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was going to ask earlier because I was like, okay, it's not her last name. It's not.
No.
It's not a location.
I had to kind of, it was a trademark business thing. And that, I was going to just, say like brain waves or something. They're like, no, you can't have a name that's what you're doing. You have to have a name. And so anyway, when I saw the Greek words, I was like, yes, this is it. This is what I'm trying to accomplish. That's my name.
I love it.
Thank you for asking that. You're so sweet.
Well, Pam Fowler is here again. I'm going tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to experiencing this firsthand, so that I can come back and talk about this. It's something I've been praying for a long time, because I feel like I'm all over the place, and like I said, I'm not that quiet guy that holds things in. I may do it in public, and I don't want to be a different person at home than I am in public, but I get stressed out, and with children and just the pressures of life. And I love my little ones dearly, but I've got to learn to pause, because if you don't pause, and I talk on this show all the time about being grateful, and the Lord has blessed my wife and I so much, and our little ones. And as we wake up, I always want to be reminded every day. And the first thing I do is I pray in the morning. In the mornings that I feel like I'm rushed, and I don't want to say I forget, but it's almost like I say, I'm not going to pray today. And I'm being transparent with people. There's mornings to where I'm just like, nope, I've had a bad night. I don't want to pray this morning. That's the enemy at work.
Yeah.
And we have to deny the enemy entry. I'm telling this to myself as I'm telling it to everybody else. Deny the enemy entry and pray for the Lord to move in your life and for him to bring resource into your life, and he'll provide. And I truthfully believe, Pam, you're one of those answers that I've been praying about. And I'm excited to be with you on Thursday. I'm going to share with the people here on this show how it went. And so no pressure, Pam. I know it's going to go great. And you know why she's not pressured? Because she does the treatments. So it all works out. Yeah.
No, I would say that God's hand was in this all the way with me, from me finding the therapist, because I was just Googling EMDR, and for me to walk in her office and
specifically.
And this is what she offered me, to how successful the treatment was with me, to when I was finished with the treatment, I would sit there as I was getting it. And I remember thinking, okay, we're here. I've got to find a job. This, that was all part of this stress, right, of us being back in the States. And I would think, I'd really like to work in her office. I literally would think that, right? This would be such a good thing, good job for me, just the way I am. And she turned to me and she said, the Holy Spirit has really put it on me, but I think you should do this as a business.
Wow.
And so you talk about God's hand in all of this. It just, he's there, he's guiding me. And I hope that he will guide people to me so that I can help them, because it really changed my life. Yeah.
Well, Pam, thank you so much. What just a refreshing morning, just even to talk to you. And I know one thing before you go, a pretty important event, as we continue this segment, we'll wrap up here in a minute on a moment to exhale. But before we take our final exhale with you today, there's an event that's coming up that we want people to be a part of. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Thank you. So it's called An Evening to Exhale. It's a women's wellness night.
Okay.
And I have myself, I have a coaching therapist coming. She does coaching with horses, but she's going to come and do. And I have a health and wellness, massage, and we're working on getting a couple other people. And in this wellness night, it's going to be hosted by me. It's going to be hosted in the building, a wonderful facility. Women come and have an actual wellness experience. So we're going to have it set up where women can rotate through these different wellness experiences and just have a really good evening of doing healthy things for themselves, for their bodies, learning new things. And so I am super excited about it. So everybody just save the date. It's August 6th, Thursday, from 6 to 8:30. It's called An Evening to Exhale. And I'm going to start to get a lot more information out about it, with flyers, and have it up on my webpage. So we're getting there.
It's funny. So you're saying all these things in my head. I'm like, oh my God, my mom needs to do something like this. Yeah. August 6th is her birthday.
Happy birthday. There's our birthday plans.
I was like, oh, that's perfect.
We're going to go for a ladies' night of wellness. I love it.
And then I have to go with her.
Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah, consider.
You're going to love it too.
I already love it.
Yeah, you're so
I want one of these things where we can hook it up to this red button when Taylor's here, and then I can just push it and then see what happens to Taylor during the show.
Oh, would you stop it?
He hates me.
He does. So beautiful. Just don't even listen to him.
He just
you
finds
just
ways
have one
to annoy
under
me.
the table that just zits him back. There you go.
No, what I'm thinking is, I'm like, okay, so summer's out, so I can bring my child up here one day.
There you go.
And bring my child and my dog, and I'm just going to sit him here and have him eye you the whole time.
Perfect. All right.
Just like,
I love it.
Well, Pam, thank you so much. This is important, and we're going to follow up on our website, also on the Hello Huntsville newsletter. So just look for our new section that'll be up here in the next couple of days, A Moment to Exhale. You'll find out more about Galanoia Brain Wellness and also Pam Fowler. An extended first segment here. She'll be on once a month over these next 3 months and hopefully more. And the goal is first and foremost is your health and wellness. So go by and see her. No obligation, no cost. That first one is on the house. And then she'll work on a plan to really customize for you. And like I said, I don't like to align with people unless I experience things for myself. Like we have Walker County Federal, all of our accounts except one is over there with you guys. Our children go to Tomorrow's Promise. I've been out to Jason's gun range. I go to church here at First. I help out Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Everybody, I talk to Sam Moak. Everybody that partners with us, I always like to experience what they do so I can come to it from a place of being genuine and honest. I was telling you sometimes some radio guys get on, well, my security is brought to you by ATEC Security Systems. They're and I'm like, the dude don't even have the ATEC Security System. They don't even serve where he is. When we have people on this program and this show here on Hello Huntsville, I can genuinely say that these are people that I know personally. I believe in what they're doing. Otherwise, I would have just said, hey, sorry, you're not a good fit for us. Yeah. You're a great fit for us, Pam, and I'm looking forward to seeing you thrive. And so people, go by and see her.
I'm excited for you to fix it.
And have her.
Yeah. Maybe next time, maybe next Wednesday, he'll be kind to me. Just kind.
I don't know. We need to just, I don't know, whatever. So, all right. Well, Pam, thank you
so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
You bet. Well, there she is again, Pam Fowler, Galanoia Brain Wellness. You can go on to her website, Galanoia, that's Galenoia, Galanoia Brain Wellness.com. Thank you, Pam. This was fun. I can't wait until you hop on again next month, and we'll keep promoting you.
Yeah, that sounds great.
All righty, we're going to take a break, and we've got more fun coming up. Taylor, you got a few more minutes?
I have so many minutes.
All right, so many minutes. Many minutes. That should be a new segment on its own. So many minutes with Taylor Chandler. That could be your own show.
You keep trying to give me shows for somebody you don't like.
Yeah, so many minutes coming up next on Good Morning Huntsville. We're just kidding. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us as we continue to promote and celebrate the good. It's your show. It's Good Morning Huntsville here on a wonderful Wednesday.
I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Hey friend, Rob Hipp here for Elliott's Jewelers. I wanted to let you know that Elliott's Jewelers right here in Huntsville, they're celebrating World Diamond Day all month long with a special annual diamond event. Right now, through May the 31st, you can save 30% on in-stock diamond jewelry valued at $3,000 or more. So whether you're shopping that perfect gift for your mother, an anniversary, an engagement ring, or a gift that says more than words can, Elliott's Jewelers offers personalized service by appointment only. They also offer custom designs, jewelry repair, gold buying, appraisals, and restoration. You can book your appointment today at Elliott's Jewelers right here in Huntsville. Visit them online to book that appointment at elliotsjewelers.com.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tomorrowspromise.info for more information. Education you can trust.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas. Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope.
Hey friends, this is Rob Hipp, and I'm here to talk about a true expert in the real estate world. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Terry Coleman of the Coleman Realty Group.
With 33 years in the business, I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams come true. Specializing in residential properties, I serve Walker and Montgomery counties, from Spring to Trinity and areas all around.
They call her your next door agent, and here's why.
I'm not just here to help you find a home or lease a property. I'm here to build lifelong relationships. Whether it's residential or commercial, farm or ranch listings, there's something for everyone.
Now you might wonder, what sets Terry apart from other real estate agents? Well, it's simple. She goes above and beyond for her clients, like the time she surprised a family from California with a fully decorated Christmas tree and gifts when they returned from closing. You shouldn't have to compromise on the joys of home during life-changing moments. So, if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, here's what you need to do.
Visit my website at myrealtorterry.com and let's make those dreams a reality.
That's Terry Coleman, your expert in all things real estate.
I'm Terry Coleman, your next door agent, and I can't wait to help you open the door to your new life.
Hi, hey Kanan. No, Bethany, to Barrett Radar.
Order up, order up, order up. Can't hardly hear that bell. Hey, I wanted to be nice. Taylor, I'm going to give you the privilege of ringing the bell real quick. Doesn't that just bring immense joy?
It's very satisfying. Ding, ding.
Do you know the song? I've got that joy, 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 joy.
Down in my heart.
Where?
Down in my heart.
Where, Josh?
Down in my heart.
I thought you sing, dude. Disappointing.
Oh my gosh, that was so hateful.
You started on a low key.
You be nice to people.
Well, I don't talk like Taylor, so I can't do that.
I'm going to throw this bell in his face. So,
All right.
we were talking about wave therapy a second ago?
Yeah.
I'm going to be on a different.
that Morse code, like SOS?
I'm going to be on a different wave therapy in a few days.
Yeah. Well, hey, real quick, thank you to all of our great friends, Elliot's Jewelers. We mention Elliot all the time, and you see his logo right behind me,
Ba-boom.
right there. But look at that logo right there. Walker County Federal Credit Union. Taylor Chandler joining us today, as always, on this wonderful Wednesday. Hey, did you guys go on your cruise yet? Did you?
No, that's why I'm just going this weekend. I leave tomorrow.
Ah, you're leaving tomorrow, but you'll be back for the Wednesday show?
I will be back. I will be back on Monday.
I'll be honest, I was happy that you guys were going, but I was also bummed out because like, well, what if Taylor's not going to be here?
Taylor won't be here. Taylor shows up most of the time.
Taylor showed up, Josh, on a day off.
I did.
She was off, wasn't even supposed to be at work, but yet still came here on the show.
I really value what you do, and
We value you, Taylor. So thank you. Bringing the good.
Why are you being nice to me?
I'm because I felt guilty. I was being kind of mean all show, and I just wanted to be nice.
Oh, thank you.
So, but I did want to say thank you. The reason I mentioned all of you guys in Walker County Federal, they do great work. You were here for our ribbon cutting last week, and thank you for coming out. We had a great turnout. It was fun.
There were so many people.
We didn't have enough
here.
room in here.
I know the picture. You can see like my forehead.
After I got the picture, I was like, man, I wasn't like, I don't want to say I was upset. I wasn't upset. I was joyful. I was glad that folks came, but I was disappointed in where I decided to take the picture because that picture, I mean, you see quite a few people, but I mean, there were people all down this hall and outside. They didn't fit in here.
There were so many people. I love that for you.
I got disappointed yesterday, though. I did get disappointed. I went in, got a haircut finally, needed one, and or 2 days ago. I go into Great Clips. My boy Odell is no longer in the business. I miss Odell. He was my buddy.
Oh.
Odell, if you're watching, I miss you, man. But here's the deal.
So you're looking for a new hair person?
Yeah, well, I go in, and they're nice. I've been over there several times, reasonably priced. And I go in, and I hear radio on. And I was like, okay, that's cool. They're playing radio. I said, hey, put it on Spirit 94.3. She goes, what is that? I said, it's a Christian station, upbeat music. And all. Oh, yeah, we'd like that. I get disappointed because she goes in there, and guess what? She turns the radio on, and it's all staticky.
But
Give me the wah-wah on that one.
Why?
Why was it staticky?
Because we're low power and it can't go through the metal building over there in the Ravenwood Village Shopping Center.
Okay,
although
Ravenwood.
although in my truck it's loud and clear.
Not in the building.
Not in the building. So I thought about if they're really wanting to play that, I would be willing. Well, the thing is you can go to the app. You can listen online anywhere on the app.
Yeah.
But I was like, I would even be willing to like buy them an antenna that will pick us up because that's how bad I want our station playing in Great Clips.
I think it's a good place to be.
Yeah. So anyways, well, Taylor is here and Josh, give us a little background, little background music here because we're going to play a game. It's not really a game, but it's too aggressive. What do you think,
Whoa.
Josh? It was aggressive.
So Brian, is that your name? I came in late. I'm sorry.
That's Brian Morales Delgado. Oh, Brian Morales Delgado.
Am I beating you today?
No, it's not. We're not playing against each other. It's a would you rather.
Would you rather?
Okay. I'm sorry. I forgot.
You want to do would you rather?
Yeah,
Or would
I
you
do.
rather play? Would you rather do would you rather or would you rather play a game?
So I would rather play Would You Rather, but I just want to point out, so I didn't realize that like I'm a typical girl in some senses. So I have started asking my man friend, would you rather this and would you rather that? And I've learned that man doesn't even really like me. He wouldn't even like me if I was a worm. That's really depressing to me.
That was so Huntsville. Did you hear that? He wouldn't even like me if I was a worm.
He doesn't. He would like me if I was a worm.
Nobody likes a
Taylor.
worm.
Like, if you were a worm, I would put you at the end of my fishing rod and put you to the fish.
That's hateful.
Is it because I'm so pretty and you think all the other fishes would love to come eat me because I'm a delicious
that's
snack?
the purpose of a worm.
No, but Josh,
it's either to the birds or to the fish. Which one would you rather be?
In your pocket and enjoying the day that you're fishing.
see, here's
You die.
no.
Not in your pocket.
Listen, Josh said he didn't realize what he said. He said, I would put you at the end of my fishing rod. You know what the end of the fishing rod is? That's the end of the fishing rod is the base. And so that means that he would smash you on the ground. He didn't say I would put you on the end of the fishing line where the hook is. He said I will put you at the end of the
Why
rod.
does nobody like this worm version of me? I'm really sad.
I don't think it's you. I think it's the worm.
But I am the worm.
It doesn't matter. The worm sucks. The worm's only purpose in life is to catch fish.
I don't think that's what worms are for.
No, the worms are to make the soil better.
Aerate.
They make the soil better. What do they call it? Like
Aerate. That's the word I'm trying to say.
it's not aerate, but they also like
move.
No, they make the soil better because they're organic. They eat things and then things happen. It's like
they poop.
It's like manure. Sure as manure.
I am a non-pooping worm.
Sure as manure.
Frank has a septic tank.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Josh, it kind of worked and it kind of didn't, but I get where you're coming from. Josh meant it in a very good way.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
He said I look like a snack and that he's going to feed me to the fish and the birds.
All right. It is praise the Lord. I just got a message. Praise the Lord for this. I wanted to say I don't like spill a lot of personal things on this show. I do talk about a lot of things in my life. I like to be transparent about things that I feel like will help other people, but there's some things that you don't talk about. Mm-hmm. But I do want to talk about this. I appreciate all of y'all's prayers. My little girl yesterday had to have surgery. We got up at 3:30. It was a long day yesterday. We've been praying. And one of the sweetest things now is both my children pray, and they fight over who gets to pray first.
Aww,
and I was like, no, we don't. It's like
we don't fight to pray.
We don't fight to pray, but I'm thankful that y'all are enthusiastic about this. But I guess how they hear how I pray, so they emulate that. And this is your children truly, you know this as a mom, your children look up to you and they will copy what you do. Well,
good, bad, or indifferent.
Well, I know that I had slipped and didn't realize it in front of them and said a bad word. I'm going to be honest. I did not mean to.
Oh, yeah. I
said a word that holds back water.
That's not even the worst word.
I know,
so
but
that's good.
But I said a word that holds back water.
It's a beaver house.
Yeah, and we know what we're talking about. And this was months ago, and I did not mean to say it. I'll be honest. I felt, and I've been praying for conviction, and in that moment, I felt I was like, whoa, what did I just do? Well, yesterday, out of nowhere, I hear my little girl doing something this was after she was back at home. She's finally starting to feel better.
She's got that popsicle down.
I heard a word come out of her mouth that I haven't heard. And I do hear other words that I know she picks up from the kids at school because I've asked her, I've never said that around you. Where did you hear that from? From Scarlett. That's who she said. There's apparently a little girl named. If you're the Scarlett's parents, it's okay. You have a good child. But my child is writing out your child for some reason. Okay.
And just so y'all know, Rob may be a good filtered parent.
I'm not that filtered. I'm not going to lie.
I'm kind of a sailor on some occasions.
I struggle, I'll be honest. But it's
so
something
my kid has
better.
colorful language, but not around me because she knows I will beat that.
That was so good, Josh. But I did. I said that word, and I did not mean to, and it was in the heat of the moment, and I said something like, it was in the middle of like, man, this house is always so messy. Water barrier word. I'm tired of this mess. Something like that, okay? Well, anyways, Braylon apparently is doing something and it's not working the way she wants. And I'm in the other room and I hear this word distinctively come out of her mouth. And I knew in a moment my heart sank because I knew that she learned that from me. And I felt terrible. Well, Caden comes into the room where I'm in the bedroom laying down. So I was just exhausted. He comes in, this little toot, not even 3 years old yet. And I won't say the word, but he comes in and he looks at me with the cutest little face and he goes, Daddy says he said a bad word. And I was like, what? I said, okay. Well, I know what she said. And I did. And he repeated it. He goes, she said,
because that's what he's like.
And he goes, that's a bad word, Daddy. And he makes this sad face. And I was like, I know, Bubba. And it was just, I wish that I could have recorded him the way that he said it, though, because his little face was so pitiful. Your children listen to you. And so
they listen to you even if they don't listen to you.
So just we plant good seeds and we plant seeds for the glory of the Lord. And then because of our human nature, it doesn't give us the right. But sometimes we plant bad seeds. And I want those seeds to fall into a thicket of thorns so nobody ever.
By a worm.
Yeah, to be eaten by, so that nobody will ever pick up those seeds. I don't want them to grow. And so maybe that's a little inspiration for you this morning is think about the seeds that you're planting. And again, pray for conviction, because in those moments, I'm telling you, I've been praying for it. The Lord will show up and he will reveal. And I know that if you're in that season and things are going on in your life, you bring chaos into you're allowing the enemy entry if you're not mindful about what you're doing, if you're not praying for protection. It's a reason in the Old Testament during the Passover, they put blood over the door. There's a reason for that. And in the same way, in a sense, we need to put blood over our households. We need to put the blood of Christ over our life. We need to put the blood of Christ over our children to protect our families, because the enemy is very real. And all it takes is that one little tiny gap in the doors. I look at that door and there's a little gap, right? That just one little gap can bring chaos into your life and into your family. And this morning, I truly believe that somebody out there needs to hear that as much as I need to hear it, to close that gap, to put blood over it and say, you know what, man, I'm done, because I need to be done. Ding, ding. Thank you. All right. That means Taylor's telling me to be quiet and move on. Thank you, Taylor.
No, I was like, you're being very positive right now.
I'm just kidding. All right, give us the music. Here we go. Here we go. Do you have maybe 10 more minutes? I know we're going.
Yeah.
It's time now for Would You Rather. I'm not talking about Dan Rather, who went to Sam Houston State University and the communications building is named after him, who, by the way, got fired from KSAM. Did you know the story?
No.
Because he was dating a girl and the record started skipping and he left. And when he came back, the manager's, where'd you go? And, well, Sally Sue called and, well, Sally Sue just got you fired. You're done at KSAM.
Poor Sally Sue.
Here is Would You Rather. You ready for this?
Yes, sir.
We'll let the ladies go first, Josh. Would you rather? You can participate at home as well. I don't know why I said it like that, but it's, would you rather have a... It already we heard these the other day. Hold on. It's asking me questions that we've already answered. All right, here we go. This is new. Would you rather, Taylor, have your shoes make race car sounds every time you walk?
I'm already down. Yeah.
Or have your jacket make superhero music every time you enter a room? That jacket that you have on, would you rather it, the Walker County Federal Credit Union,
Make superhero noises?
Make superhero noise.
What's
or
a superhero noise? Oh, okay.
I am Taylor Chandler,
I don't like it.
Queen of Loans, making life better for you. Or would you rather, I'm Taylor Chandler.
I definitely race car.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Josh, you?
Superhero.
So
I'm a race car.
MC Dance had their recital on Saturday, and some of the kids and some of the dads had light up shoes, and they were like different colors.
LA Lights.
Oh yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, it's not that cool. Question number 2. Would you rather eat dinner on the roof or have breakfast
in the basement?
in a blanket fort? Like if you had a little blanket, I would rather have
blanket fort.
See,
dinner on a roof.
I'd rather have dinner on a roof
in Paris and seeing the Eiffel Tower. Ooh,
is this an experience you've had?
No, it's an experience from a Disney movie that I've seen.
So. All right. Would you rather have a magic crayon, or is it crown?
Crayon. Crayon is a brand.
Would you rather have a magic crayon? I can't talk. That brings drawings to life, or a magic remote that can pause real life for 10 seconds?
Well, there's been a movie about both, and I feel like...
There has been?
Yeah.
Oh, I know the movie Click. It's really cool.
Yeah, and then there's one with a purple crayon, and he like draws things.
Yeah, but
that
would be
cool.
awful.
I want
that would be awful.
Because imagine if your son gets that crayon and he draws this little monster. We're cooked.
Yeah. I'm like, pause time 10 seconds.
Josh, when you answer these, we need you to see your face.
Oh.
You know, I'm clipping these now, Josh. Have you seen the Soch?
Yeah, I shared it.
I did the rap last time.
You did the TikTok.
I need to see how you do that because I'm trying to clip.
I have a magic purple crayon.
What?
I have a magic crayon. I just draw it and it comes to life.
He's got the magic crayon.
Look at Brian. Look at Brian over there creeping in the side. Look at Brian over there. All right, here we go. We got a few more here. Number 4, would you rather have a tiny dragon that makes toast or a tiny penguin that keeps your drinks cold?
A tiny penguin.
What, a tiny camel?
No, a dragon, tiny dragon that makes toast.
You got so excited.
What do you do? You like squeeze it and then it like burns the toast? I'd rather have the penguin.
Yeah, penguin.
Yeah.
Penguin.
Penguin. Would you rather have a pillow that tells bedtime stories or a toothbrush that sings hype songs?
Toothbrush.
Pillow.
I'd rather have the toothbrush, like while you're brushing your teeth.
No,
I'm about to brush my teeth.
Think about it. Think about it. How good your sleep would be if someone was reading to you.
I can't sleep
I was
when
like,
people are reading
the fact
to me.
of somebody talking when I'm trying to sleep and
Same.
you can't shut a shit.
No, like this. Like
Yeah,
this.
you cannot shush that up.
There was a man.
Thanks for that.
Would you rather turn invisible only when you sneeze or teleport only when you hiccup? I would rather teleport when I sneeze. Did you know I hiccup all the
No,
time?
because how do you get back?
I hiccup and sneeze.
Do you sneeze?
Do you sneeze daily?
Yeah.
Do you sneeze daily?
I don't know. I don't sneeze or hiccup daily. But I would be scared to transport and then be stuck somewhere and then...
I hiccup every time I cough almost. I've been doing that since I was in elementary school.
I always say I'm allergic to the sun because when I walk outside and it's really sunny outside, I sneeze.
Did you know if you need to sneeze, you look at a bright light? If you have to sneeze, one of the worst feelings in the world is when you have to sneeze and you can't sneeze.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah, because it like hurts your nose.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole other segment, like worst feeling in the world segment, but that'd be too negative. But you can't think of like sad things. You have to think of like things like
Billy,
when you
inconvenient.
Billy would love that.
worst things in the world segment.
The most inconvenient things.
Yes, that's a better. See, this is positive bell, please. That's way better. All right, couple of other ones here real quick. We're almost done. Would you rather have a lunchbox that always packs your favorite food or a backpack that never gets heavy? I want the food.
Food.
I need food. Bridget and I always go food. That's our phrase. Number 8, would you rather be followed by give us that dramatic movie music real quick. Would you rather be followed by dramatic movie music everywhere you go or have a laugh track play every time you tell a joke?
Oh, gosh. I'm so funny. It would never stop.
I want the dramatic music.
Taylor, I don't know who lied to you.
That's he's earning some trust to be able to do that.
Is he?
Yes.
Are we trusting him? Because he's got bad timing.
He has made so many more deposits than withdrawals.
Okay, you did the good with the bleepity bleep. That was pretty funny.
Thank you.
That was good.
You
The
know
rest
what I
of them,
don't
not.
You know what I don't like? I don't like whenever we are intentional about. I like being intentional with people. Let me word this a different way. I like to intentionally be good to people, to give people the benefit of the doubt, to make deposits in their life. I find incredible joy in making deposits in people's lives. Just like we should have incredible joy evangelizing. Those are two things. When you go out and tell good news and good things, there's joy that comes from that.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I don't like. That you can make 100 deposits in somebody's life, but the one withdrawal, because we would all lie if we said that we haven't made a withdrawal in somebody's life. There is something that we've done, either intentionally or unintentional, that has made a withdrawal. I don't like it whenever people overlook all of the deposits that you've made, and there's the one. Now, granted, some of the withdrawals could be really big, but it's that one little withdrawal that people are like, well, I don't like that person anymore. And I've learned, as I've gotten now at 42, I've just learned to ignore the noise, but it still bothers me a little bit because I know there's people in my life that I've made incredible deposits into, but then the one thing that I've messed up or the one thing that's happened or the one thing that I may have said 20 years ago that I didn't mean to, people hold that. And it's not fair.
It's not fair.
You ever feel that though? Like you feel like you've made these deposits and then there's one thing that you've done and all of a sudden people discredit you.
All the time.
And I've learned and I've prayed about it. I said, Lord, let me get over that because it creates bitterness. Happened in my old job, 3-4 years ago. It created an immense bitterness in my life that led to sin because it led to resentment. And man, you got to be careful about that.
That was good. I I'm trying to
Just
think.
giving Taylor a second to process.
I was trying to think,
And I don't mean it like on a negative thing.
No,
I'm trying
but
to be
I'm just
positive about it. But it's kind of
a negative, but it is true. It's true that, you can do all these great things for people and make all these great actions and try to build them up, and they still remember, well, that one time I called you, you need an answer.
Mm-hmm.
Or that one time that you did a mistake,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's the end of the world.
See, I'm kind of wired that I feel like, even though I say this, I don't probably, but I feel like I try to move past things because I think in the grand scheme, it doesn't really matter.
I am a overly optimistic person, and I try to, depending on who you ask, but I really do try to take people at a genuine level of when they say something that it comes out with good intentions.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever said something and you feel like if you could just feel what I feel, or if you could just see my heart or think what I think, then you would understand?
Right.
I've had that happen. Have you ever had that happen, Josh?
Yeah.
But then you just, some point, you're just like, whatever. I am blessed with my wife because she has given me so many chances, I guess you could say. I don't want to say it like
your
in a
wife
negative
is full of grace.
Yeah, that's the word. She has given me, I have moved that poor woman all over the country. I have made so many mistakes, just being upset, moving around, doing all these. And you know what? She has stood by my side. And I want to encourage anybody this morning. The reason she stood by my side is because we both have remained in faith. I'm telling you, man, if you don't have that, it's hard to get through a season of life. So let's finish up the stories.
Okay.
You ready?
One more.
Two more.
Would
you rather have bubblegum flavored rain or cotton candy clouds?
Cotton candy clouds.
Cotton candy cloud. That's a new song too. And then finally, Taylor, would you rather ride a giant turtle to school or fly on a giant butterfly?
Butterfly.
Yeah, you're a butterflyer. I can already tell. Josh?
Is the turtle the same speed?
Could be.
Turtles are actually not as slow as people say.
They're pretty slow. That's why they always get ran over on the road, and I feel so bad. Listen. I've been made fun of for this, and I don't care.
Are you a turtle saver?
Yes. I will. If I drive down the road, I don't care how busy the road is. I have saved many a turtle in my life because I cannot stand that poor little thing in a shell in the middle of the road.
Just lapping because it's going to go either which way. So I am on the side of TikTok right now where they're popping barnacles off of sea turtles, and that is super.
That's your algo right now?
Yeah, it is so satisfying. And I feel like I miss my calling in life that I could be popping barnacles off of sea turtles.
Old Taylor
And
Pop.
instead, I'm saving people's bank accounts.
You were saying earlier you're a sailor, so.
I am a sailor.
Yeah.
I'm deep down. I have a soul for sailing.
Well, speaking of it, we need to wrap up because Taylor's got to go. I've got to go. It is National Repeat Day. Today is National Repeat Day on Repeat Day.
What do you say?
National Repeat Day.
On Repeat Day?
Yeah. Hey, Pete and Repeat were sitting on a fence and Pete fell off. Who was left?
Repeat.
Pete and Repeat were sitting on a fence. Pete fell off. Who was left?
Repeat.
That's cute.
All right. Today is also National Egg Day, National Chocolate Macaroon Day.
Ooh.
And that's all it is, Taylor. Give us an update. What's happening at the credit union before we go?
Cred. Lots of good things. We have that second ATM, which is coming in handy. We are.
Wait. Where's this? I didn't know.
Drive-through?
A second ATM?
Second ATM. So we have the one in the front of the building.
Yeah, the Big Daddy one.
Mm-hmm. It's very protected because people kept bumping into it. And then there's one. It's a whole other conversation. It's a whole other segment.
That's next week.
And then if you were going through the drive-through, it's the one closest to the building. There's another ATM there now. Mm-hmm.
I did not know this.
There's a sign that says ATM.
What are they doing besides next to the, what are they doing?
It's supposed to be a pickleball.
Pickleball, but it's been sitting there forever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it for all people?
I don't know.
For all people, yes.
It's not because there's Elkins Lake pickleball, and then there's the
and there's and by the way, there's all ages at the Elkins Lake pickleball. By the way, just letting you know.
But I can't go in there. I need to be a member.
Yeah, but I don't want you to say OLD people. It's for all people.
That's what he's saying. It's all people.
I thought you said, is that for old people?
I said
no, all people. Stop making it. You're just being real negative.
Yeah. All right. Well, go by and see Taylor.
Yeah, come see me. Not Friday because I won't be here, or Monday. So if you have things that you need me to take care of,
or
get it
Thursday.
in today.
Yeah.
Are you leaving
I'll
tomorrow?
be at work half a day on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Dedicated.
Go by and see him. We're going to have our car paid off in 2 months.
I'm excited for you.
And then we're going to probably come take out a loan for our vacation because we've had medical costs come out of nowhere now.
I do have some really cool things, something really cool that has been in, let me restart the sentence.
Restart.
Zoom in on her to bring the pressure, Josh.
I'm exhaling. I am.
You need to start Gallinoying.
You got to restart.
Okay, so our credit cards are at 9%.
That's not bad.
That is insane. That is insane. So if you're looking to start building credit, if you're thinking of helping your kids build credit, this 9% credit card, so good. Like majority of credit cards, the national average is 21%. Ours is 9%. That's insane. That's insane. That's cheaper than if you were to go and get a personal loan.
Not bad.
It's not bad. It's worth doing.
All right. It's Taylor Chandler, Walker County Federal. They take care of us, and they will take care of you. That will wrap it up. An extended show today. Thank you, Taylor. I know you got to get rolling, and we don't want to get you in trouble. Thank you to Toy and all the great folks at Walker County Federal. Go by and see them. Hey, we're doing something new. We want to promote business like never before, but we're doing it in a way that does not devalue our foundation sponsors, because they're the reason that we're here, that we can do this every day, that we can bring nonprofits, that we can have our website. But I am going to feature one business a week on Hello Huntsville. No charge. It's just it's not anything over the top like we do for our foundation sponsors, but we just want to help gain business. As I go out to those businesses, I'm going to take marketing material from our Foundation 5 sponsors and say, by the way, I can do this because of the support from folks like Walker County Federal. And so I'm really excited about that. So stay tuned. I've actually already got like 15 of these interviews lined up. It's amazing what people will do for free. So
free's my favorite number.
We'll wrap it up with that. We love you, Huntsville. As I end every show reminding you, we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. I promise somebody out there needs you. One final time, good morning, God bless, and we will see you back tomorrow at 7:30. See you, Josh. See you, Taylor.
Bye.